Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Susan. I'm the creator of Skullhead. I've put together a video for you. It's going to be a series of videos. As I garden this year, I'm going to take you along and show you some of the things that I do when I garden. And this first video that I put together for you is in planning. So I'm going to be planning my garden and what I'm going to be growing this year, and I'm also going to give you some suggestions as some of the easiest plants for you to grow if this is just something that you're starting out with. So stay tuned.
Hi and welcome back. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is hardiness zones. So what I've got here is Canada's plant hardiness zones. I will put a link down below to where I got this one. It's from a Canadian government site. I also have one for the United States, which I will also link down below for those of you that live south of our border. So knowing what your hardiness zone is important because you want to know what your last frost date is. By knowing what your last frost date is, will also tell you when you can put your plants out, whether they're from seed or that ones that you have bought. A lot of nurseries will start selling plants way before the last frost date, so you need to know when they can go out uncovered. I will also link below the website, the Almanac website, where you can actually put in your postal code or your zip code, and it will tell you what your last frost date will be. Next, we're going to talk about the equipment that you're going to need. First, let's talk about pots and the type of pots that are available for growing seeds. So here I have 4 variety of pots. First one is the plastic pots that you can wash out and reuse every year. Then there is the tiny pea pots. They come in a variety of sizes as well. You have the newspaper pots that you can make yourself. And lastly, you have the toilet paper roll pots that you can use to start your seeds with. So next we're going to talk about mini greenhouses, and basically what that is plastic covers over top of your trays to keep your seeds warm. Seedlings need a warm place to germinate, and the covers are perfect for that. Here I have a variety of covers. The first one with the black tray is basically what I use, and I like that one because it has the venting holes at the top. So when I place my seedlings outside to climatize them, I can open up those vents, and this way they're not going to get overheated when they have the vents in. The second one is also good, but again, it has no vents. Again, you can use that one. And if you're really starting out and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, a little plastic pot or some cellophane will work as well to cover the seedlings so that they stay nice and warm. So now let's talk about seeding soil. You're going to need a seeding soil, and what that is, it's a very light type of soil. There's not a lot of big pieces in it, so it gives the seedlings an opportunity to spread their roots. Here I have 3 different varieties. The first one is actually the one that I use, and the only reason I use it is because when I went to pick up my mix, that was the only one that they actually had. But if you look around, you'll find different types of seeding mixes, and just pick the one that you would feel comfortable with. They're pretty much all the same. So next you're going to want to get some labels, whether they be plastic or wood, that's up to you, but you're definitely going to want to label your little seeds. Until they get their second true leaves, you're not going to know what you've planted, because there's usually just 2 types of seeds, leaves that you're going to see. They're either round or they're long and thin. But until they get their true leaves, which is their second set of leaves, you're not going to know. So labeling your planters or your trays is very important. So the last thing on our list as to what you're going to need is seeds. And where you can get them from are garden centers, local nurseries. You can order a seed catalog, seed swap, or you might even have friends and family that garden and that have seeds.
So some of the easiest vegetables to grow for a beginner is lettuce. Lettuce is very easy to grow. There is peppers as well, and tomatoes are very easy to grow for a beginner. I found that now if some of these you can start as seedlings, and other ones you can just start in the garden once the frost has disappeared. Peas and beans are very easy to grow, so those might be some of the things that you might consider. Definitely when you make your plan to grow your vegetable this year, grow stuff that you like. Nothing worse than having a bunch of vegetables that you won't even eat and you end up having to give away. So really think about the vegetables that you want to grow this year. So that's it for the planning stage. Next, I will be making a video on growing seeds. So I will take you through the steps that I do in order to get my seeds going, and some of the things that I'll be growing this year. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, please leave them below. And if you enjoyed it, I hope you considered subscribing and tickling that notification button for the next part of this series. We'll see you then. Bye-bye for now.